Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Greatly Grant channel. In this channel, we are talking about the UAG grant updates and information, and also we are also going to be updating you on the Theobarth and IMF and other grant informations. If you are new on this channel, consider subscribing so that when next we publish our next video, you will be kindly notified. Thank you once again for having me on Greatly channel. Bye for now.
And here and now, without much ado, I would like to come on board to see a few things about the leaked conversation between Professor Apostle Ken Wakama and Yakubu Umaru Lawal. In the conversation, they were saying a lot of things about Lieutenant General Emmanuel Simon and the pioneers, those in the pioneers. So I would like to come up to say a few things about it. And as a matter of fact, when that VN came out, I was not too comfortable with it. I had to call the attention of Umaru Yakubu Lawal, who was the mastermind of the scenario. I asked him to apologize to those whom he has offended by the leaked conversation. And I know all of you, you are aware that he did it. Although some people are still complaining that he did not mention their names. I say, forget. Apology is apology. He may not remember to say everything, but apology is apology. And as a matter of fact, as an elder in this community, I have come to say that let there be peace everywhere. Let there be peace everywhere. Nobody should rise against his brother to cyberbully the person. It's not good. Most especially since a very good number of us, or almost all of us, are Christians. In the first place, let us look at that leaked conversation. Some people may call it slander. Some people may call it castigation. Yes, if it is slander, what is slander? Slander is false spoken statement meant to damage someone's reputation. You slander somebody when you falsely say something against that person with the purpose of damaging his reputation. And what is castigate? To castigate is to criticize or to reprimand or to punish someone severely, usually in public or with the intention of correcting their behavior. So what happened between Apostle Ken Wakama in the leaked conversation with Umaru Yakubu Lawal could either be a slander or a castigation. If it is a slander, that means what they were saying about the two of Lieutenant General Emmanuel Simon and the pioneers, that is the advocates of the pioneers. We talk of Ngozi Israel, Ambassador Zita Onyeka Nwosu, and Basi Okore. You see, what they said about them, if they were false with the intention to damage their reputation, then that is a slander, that they slandered them. And if those things are true, even if they are true, but they came to the public to criticize or to say something with the intention to correct their behavior, but done publicly, it is castigation. It is also wrong. So what Apostle Ken Wakama and Omaru Yakubu Lawal did, either if it is a slander or it is a castigation, it is wrong. Because if somebody did not do anything and you come up to the public space to say that he did it, you have slandered his reputation. And if somebody did something and you come up to the open space to say derogatory things against him, even if those things are true, it is castigation. In either of the two, it is not permitted. It is cyberbullying. So both Umaru Yakubu Lawal and Apostle Ken Wakama, they are guilty of what they said against Lieutenant General Emmanuel Simon and the trio of Pioneer Adventure, namely Ngozi Israel, Zita Onyekanwosu, and Gideon Obasi Okore. And good enough, Umaru Yakubu Lawal has come up to their space and apologized. And AKN, Apostle Ken Wakama, did not argue with me when I told him to do an apology. And his apology may come later, after this my own, because he has been so busy. So that is why I am happy, because they have not argued with me. I feel so great because when I was talking with them, they understood with me, and that is how it should be in this community. Let us make this community a happy place to stay. Let nobody come to the cyberspace to slander anybody or castigate anybody. Let us be ourselves keepers. That is how it is. But in any case, whether it is slander or castigation, this Emmanuel we're talking about, do we know him? I believe so many people don't know him, but I know him, and in the light of my knowledge of him, I am going to speak right away. There is a strong paramilitary organization in the United States of America called MACOPS. MACOPS is spelled MCORPS. MACOPS. Their job is to facilitate and encourage religious tolerance and doctrinal issues among the Christian body. Their job is twofold: to facilitate and to encourage religious tolerance. What do I mean by religious tolerance? Any kind of religion you are, tolerate yourselves. Let the Christians tolerate Muslims. Let the Muslims tolerate the Christians. let the Buddhists tolerate the Hindus, and the rest of them, whoever you are. Religion is a faith issue, which everybody is permitted to choose the dimension he wants to go. If he goes in that dimension, you get no business whatsoever to make him or her an enemy. That is one aspect of it. Another aspect of it is those who are in the Christian body. You know, in the Christian body, there are a lot of proliferation of doctrines. And this organization is also meant to make sure that the various Christian bodies, the various organizations in the Christian bodies, the various doctrines of the Christian denominations, they should come together and preach Jesus as the way, the truth, and the life. Preach Christ and Him crucified. Let the various Christian bodies not attack themselves because they are promoting the same person. So this is what this organization is all out to do. Mr. Simon Emmanuel is a member of this organization in a very big way, to the extent that his rank has soared up to the lieutenant general. So this organization, markups, they run ranks like the rank of the military. They run ranks like the rank of the military. So the lieutenant general that Dr. Emmanuel Simon is bearing is not the lieutenant general of the usual military ranking that we know. He is a paramilitarian. He's a paramilitarian. He's in the paramilitary. Dr. Emmanuel Simon is not a military man. He is in the paramilitary of markups. And I've told you what they do. The lieutenant general that he is bearing is a paramilitary rank and not a military rank. Understand that. And in markups, they have their rank running like the rank of a military. I would like all of us to be aware of that. In this capacity, Lieutenant General Emmanuel is more attuned to the Christian body in his drive as a markups officer in the area of mission, which has made him to plant so many churches across the globe. You know, markups, they bring interfaith peace and harmony, and not only interfaith, but within the Christian faith. Lieutenant General Simon Emmanuel is interested in the cohesion of the Christian body. If you have your various denominations, look at yourselves saying the same thing, Christ and Him crucified. And in that capacity, he is more attuned to mission. He is a missionary, which has led him into planting so many churches. Lieutenant General Simon Emmanuel has a PhD in human resource development. Because of this capacity of duty, he felt that he should equip himself very, very well. And he went into school to the extent of bagging a PhD in human resource development. Lieutenant General Simon Emmanuel is a philanthropist who is well known for charitable works and loved by his people. As a matter of fact, I saw this live and direct when I visited him in Kaduna over the weekend. If you came and you saw so many people that were trooping into his church with various testimonies of how this man has affected his life, you will marvel. This is the elder statesman. All of you know that I don't lie and I don't hyperbolize. I say things the way they are. With this pedigree, relax, Tinubu is fixing Nigeria, discovered that he is the right person for the post of the national patron of Relax, Tinubu is fixing Nigeria. And he was commissioned because of his pedigree as a markups officer, because of his pedigree in trying to unite faiths together. Relax, Tinubu is fixing Nigeria, has seen it that this man is the right person for the job of uniting the various faiths in the country together to make smooth electioneering process. You know, election is coming. An election as a nation is coming. All hands are on deck to make sure that we have a fair and free election, bringing the right person to the job. And in doing that, you don't need to segregate yourself on the ground of faith. You don't need to segregate yourself on the ground of religion. And the person that can best help in doing this thing is Lieutenant General Simon Emmanuel, as a result of his background, as a result of his pedigree. As I speak to you, he has been coronated as the national patron of Relax, Tinubu is fixing Nigeria. This invariably has brought him to the shores of modern politics. Lieutenant General Simon Emmanuel never thought of politics. Even in the last 3 months, he never knew that he would become a politician. The Bible that we preach in John chapter 3 verse 8 thereabouts, he said, the wind blows wherever it lists. The wind blows wherever it wants to blow. Nobody knows where it's coming from and nobody knows where it's going, but you can only hear the sound. And the Bible went as far as saying that is anybody who is born of the Spirit. Lieutenant General Simon Emmanuel never knew that he would be here where he is now as a politician about 3 months back. But it has become so clear that this is where God wants him to be. And with all pleasure, he is willing to obey the call of God and to do the job to the letter. I saw this live and direct when I visited him at Kaduna over the weekend. Those who said he duped his people and his people are looking for him to deal with him are not saying the truth, because I didn't say that. Because in that leaked conversation, it was said that his people were looking for him and he left Kaduna and came and stayed in Abuja here. The same Kaduna that they say he left was the same Kaduna I visited. And I saw people trooping from every nook and cranny to that his church. Those from the government, the state government, representatives from the state government, they were there. People from the villages, they were there. People from the town, they were there. And what I saw was a real deal for Lieutenant General Simon Emmanuel as a philanthropist and as a charitable individual. That is all I have to say about Lieutenant General Simon Emmanuel. And by this, I would like to come our ways, please. Everybody in the grant ecosystem, don't be in a haste to say bad things about anybody. Don't. You may be in a haste to say good things about somebody, but bad things, derogatory things, slandering, and castigation, don't be in a hurry to say all those things about anybody. What was said about General Emmanuel, if I had not gone to Kaduna, I may be tempted to believe it. So when you come up to say something that are not true, be very careful, because you may deceive a lot of people. You may deceive a lot of people. Don't be in a haste to say derogatory things about anybody. That was why about a week ago, somebody, an unnamed figure, came and slandered Mama Supreme. What Mama Supreme did not do, he came and said all of them. I think I came up and I gave it back to him. I gave it back to him. He was saying all those things against Mama Supreme, cursing Mama Supreme for what Mama Supreme did not do. I returned all those curses back to him. Yes, of course, because Mama Supreme is a daughter of a man and the father is still alive, coming up to rain curses upon a woman for doing nothing wrong. Yes, he might have done things wrong somewhere else. I'm not aware. But as for this one, that this man came and told about her was a slander. And we shouldn't encourage such things in the grant ecosystem. Thank you so very much. Let me reiterate this before I draw the curtain. Please, let us not slander anybody in the grant ecosystem, and let us not castigate anybody in the grant ecosystem. Slander means saying something that are false about somebody, and castigating is saying something that is true about somebody, but publicly and in a derogatory manner. Both are wrong. They are cyberbullying. Let us steer clear from them. Thank you so very much. Have a very good night.